Okay, here we go. Losers finals, best of 5 between Who's Pugsy and Ren's Doppey. We're going right into it.
Three, two, one.
Twilight Grove. Asuri versus Ada. Doppey finds the first weapon. It's the sword.
Where's right out of my belt?
Doppey tosses the sword aside. Pugsy picks up the guns and is trying to go in with these down airs. Doppey finds the guitars and enters with the down air into a recovery combo, but doesn't quite connect. Pugsy having no difficulty finding some down airs of his own and racking up the damage. Both players find themselves in the yellow. Doppey's kicking him off stage and using quite a bit of his jumps.
Oh, it's dangerous Doppey here with those guitars, but Pugsy's got some pretty good gun defense, as you can see there with that dare.
Yeah, Doppey over waiting out the moves that Pugsy's throwing out, tosses the guitars into his face and goes for a follow-up. Then, with some amazing patience, stands still, but gets hit by the recovery.
Double recovery.
Nearly gets killed by the second one, yeah. Doppey trying to go in, but Pugsy's just so mindful of Doppey's down air approaches. But 2 recoveries in a row, tries to go for a third, doesn't quite connect, and both players are finding themselves decently damaged.
Doppey just like, nah, I'm not going into that island. I'm not going to get hit by your downline.
It's really interesting to see Doppey just stand completely still when waiting for the opponent to approach. Oh, but that down air nearly ending Doppey's stock. Recovery sends him up flying, tries to land back onto the stage, and he makes it, but he's disarmed. Finds the guitars, as Pugsy in the center of the stage, just tosses the guitars aside, finds the sword, tries to go in, but it gets hit by a neutral light. Doppey holding onto the guitars, basically bear claws at this point. Pugsy goes in for the side signature and gets punished, but a recovery kills Doppey off the top, and he takes the first stock in this best of 5, 3-2. Pugsy holds onto the weapon. Doppey finds the mine, tries to lob it towards Pugsy. He does, gets into the center stage. Will he be able to hit Pugsy into that to be able to end the stock quickly, or no? There's the neutral light. Goes for that. Ooh.
Mine finally explodes. I was worried somebody was going to get knocked into that.
Yeah.
Dangerous stuff.
Pugsy goes
Even
for
more
that down
dangerous. D6.
Oh,
goes
no.
for the slide charge.
Doppey goes below the
Doppey tries
stage.
to punish.
Doppey always concerns me when he goes off the stage, but he has a decent idea of where his jumps are. I've yet to see him see in any of these matches. Hits him with a side air, launches him into the island, tries to get the weapon toss follow-up. Oh, the recovery nearly kills Doppey off the top. Doppey needs to end this stock quick, otherwise Pugsy is just going to have a solid advantage. Wow!
Ooh, the bomb, the bomb disco. It might as well have been Gravy because it was
Launches
pretty
the
goddamn
bomb,
safe.
right? Lobs the bomb towards where Pugsy was. Pugsy approaches, uses the disco to cover the landing, and launches him into the bomb, killing off the side of the map. That was the flashiest kill I have seen all day. Doppey holds on to the guitars, goes to the recovery, gets punished by Pugsy's ground pound, but it doesn't kill, and Doppey now has guitars in hand.
Gets launched with that D-light.
Ooh, tries to go for a signature and gets punished by Doppey's weapon toss. Doppey's doing a great job of holding onto the stock. How much more damage can he get on before Pugsy ends up taking it? There's the ground pound. Holding onto that bomb was not a great idea, and that ends up ending Doppey's stock off the side of the map. Ooh, Doppey with some incredible patience there in those neutral lights, dances around, gets the guitars, and gets some decent damage in on Ada.
Pugsy finding that spear damage, getting those nairs out. Doppey is struggling to find a foothold in this game.
Yeah. Hits him off that downstick, being able to punish Ada for going for a signature again, but both players are finding themselves barely damaged, and Pugsy had a solid stock lead. Tosses the sword
Poking with
in
that
his face.
neutral light. Doppey finds the nair.
Ooh, Pugsy goes for that side signature, doesn't quite work out.
Hit with the downlight side air. Trying to get back to the ledge. Pugsy finds it. Doppey can't seem to land that stair.
Ooh,
Getting a dive kick just over and over again.
And both players are just fighting each other off the stage right now. Both players managed to make it back, but Doppey, he's taken so much damage on this final stock. Tosses the guitars into the bomb. Doesn't connect into anything. It's just such a struggle for Doppey here. Pugsy's got complete control, has the crocky. He needs to end the stock now. Goes for the slide charge disco, doesn't connect, and Pugsy hits the recovery, doesn't kill him off the top. What's Doppey going to be able to do to try to get back into this game?
Ooh, finds that side air. takes the stock off Pugsy. Does Doppey have a chance?
I
Can he
think
get one of those filthy guitar strings?
if he takes him off the stage below the island, I think he does. Pugsy holding on to the guns, trying to tell Doppey to approach me. I will kill you with a stare off the side of the map. Doppey wants nothing to do with it. Goes in, but gets punished by a down air. Doppey, what are you going to do?
Hard with that dare.
Ooh, takes him off the stage. Ooh, Pugsy tosses his
Pugsy
weapon off the
has the
side.
spear, a lot more frightening now.
Yeah, ground pound, side airs, signatures. Gosh, whatever he's got in his kit is enough to kill Doppey, but Doppey's avoiding all of it.
Punishing the ground pound with the guitar recovery.
Ooh, goes for that down sig. Both players just trying to fight each other out. Doppey's not getting hit by anything that Pugsy's throwing out. Pugsy goes for a ground pound, but Doppey's racking up the damage. There's the mine to the wall. Is he going to get a combo into that mine? I know he's going for it. Oh, goes for the recovery. Pugsy's terrified. Goes in for the side air into a ground pound.
Finds the D-Sig.
Pugsy's nearly out of jumps.
Gets the side sig and he takes the game! Oh, Doppey!
Wow! That was, to me, an almost unwinnable situation. And Doppey clutches it. We were talking about what to do in the next match.
What the fuck?
He didn't get hit by a single spear move when Pugsy threw away those guns, thought he could close up the spear, and nothing connected. Moving on to the second match, Doppey probably hard on fire after that one. I know mine is, and we're moving on to game 2 here in Losers Finals, running it back to Twilight Grove. Pugsy's clearly not happy with that one.
Run it back!
And both players find themselves in the unarmed once again. First spawn goes to Pugsy. He finds the spear. Doppey finds the mine, and it nearly connects with Pugsy already, but instead falls off the side of Twilight Grove. Holding on to the sword, picks it up off the island spawn, and he opens it up with a down air into a weapon toss.
For that N-Sig, doesn't find it, but he's getting that pressure out with those guitars. A lot stronger of a start this time around.
Definitely. I think Pugsy's terrified with this spear. If Doppey's able to space around it like he did in the previous game, I don't know how he's going to land any moves. Doppey holds onto the guitars, waiting for Pugsy to try to approach, looking for his opportunity, dancing furiously, and then goes in with a down air without getting punished, and it's a decent amount of damage. It's the recovery.
Finds the recovery. He's got Pugsy in the orange.
Doing his best to get as much damage as possible.
Pugsy getting that neutral juggle, evening things up.
And then using that neutral light to be able to punish Doppey's poor recovery spacing. Both players find themselves in the orange. Ooh, Doppey tosses the sword into him. Will he get the bomb throw? He does, but Pugsy gets an excellent side signature read.
Follows up with the recovery, Doppey in the red.
Doppey hits him with
Gets
that
back on stage with the recovery, and his fist finds Ada's chin.
Holds onto the sword. Pugsy throwing out these side sigs. Very scary signatures. They're going to end Doppey's stock for sure unless he gets into that island. Another side sig. Pugsy's just throwing out these signatures left and right, but a side air disarms Pugsy, and Doppey's got him off the side of the stage. He's taking advantage by just denying Pugsy of every weapon. Goes off the stage. Is he going to go for a ground pound? He does.
Finds the recovery.
Yeah, that was poor spacing on that recovery.
Gets slide kick, hits him with the dare, pops him up. It's not going to take much to close the stock out for either players.
Doppey fighting against Pugsy.
I feel like that D-Sig is almost a bait, but Doppey says, nah, I'm just going to smack you off the stage with these guitars, and he does with the side air.
Oh, yeah. Doppey lobbing the bomb off the side of the stage. Pugsy holding onto the spear, and there's the ground pound.
Ooh, clips him with the GP, sends him down. Doppey -1 stock.
Ooh.
A little early on that N-Sig, Pugsy.
Oh boy, lowering an instinct and a lot of baby rage coming from Mantra.
Oh, you know it's a feature. Doppey with the down sig.
Alright, one
Babies with the rage.
be able to take care of that for a little bit. And then Pugsy finds himself off the side of the stage. Has the guns. Doppey trying to get in with that down sig on Asuri with the guitars. Holds onto the sword, hits him with the sidelight, but Pugsy punishes him with the neutral light. Pugsy's just boxing him off the sidelights right now. Doppey goes in, Tries to hit him with the guitars, uses the weapon toss to be able to rack up the damage. Pugsy in the red, but Pugsy's having no difficulty hitting him with sidelights and side airs. This could be the end of Doppey's stock, but he picks up the mine after it disarms it from him. He tosses off the side of the map. No, off the side of the map. It's on a platform. Oh gosh, Doppey is terrifying with these mines right now. Alright, Mantra, I got you back.
Sidekick off of the map.
Yes, ending the stock, and Doppey takes the lead, only in the orange. Doppey holds on the guitar, sends them upwards, launches the sword off the side. Pugsy goes in with the unarmed combat and ends up sending Doppey into the red. Finds the guns. Doppey tries to punish, but doesn't work out, and he finds a down air, trying to carry Pugsy below the stage.
Finds the recovery and kills him off the top.
Ooh, tosses the spear into Doppey. Doppey doesn't quite get hit, however, and Doppey, holding onto the guitars, trying to go in with some down airs, doesn't get the down air, but finds the neutral air instead. Both players are at even stocks right now.
Doppey eating snares from Pugsy.
Ooh, tries to go in with a side air, but Pugsy punishes with a downlight of his own, racking up the damage on Doppey. Despite Doppey having complete control of this match so far, he's finding himself taking a lot of damage. There's the recovery, but Doppey barely dodges out of it. Goes to the recovery of his own. He's starting to rack up the damage against Pugsy, but Pugsy only in the yellow.
But it's not going to take a whole lot to even this up if he can land a combo. If he can get in with those guitars, he can tear Pugsy to shreds.
Doppey hitting him with that neutral into recovery. Goes for that sickly space down air, but doesn't end up connecting. Ooh, Pugsy throwing out a ground pound on the stage. Overskilling enough. Doppey finding himself in the red. Both players are in a dangerous position. Yes, Ada isn't in the red, but it is Ada. It's only going to take one good signature or cider to be able to really put him into a bad position. Tosses the guitars into his face, picks them back up, but he gets sent into the island nearly off the stage. Pugsy's trying to hit him with some sidelights right now.
Ooh, Doppey trying to punish that side sig with his D-sig. Ends up getting interrupted. Pugsy is now on the side of the island.
Yes, Doppey definitely doesn't want to approach it either. These neutral sigs that are coming up from his guns right now are terrifying for sure.
And the side sig to kill Doppey, bouncing him off the island.
Yeah, Doppey just barely running into that side sig that Pugsy threw out. I don't even want to say that Pugsy intended for that side sig to kill. I think he was just throwing it as an option, and it ended up working out, and he takes game 2 over Doppey. Pugsy bans out King's Pass and Mammoth Fortress.
Players sticking with their legends. Thunder Guard.
Three, two, one, brawl.
Both players in neutral. Doppey manages to find a mine. Pugsy finds a bomb. They both take damage from the mine. Pugsy just looking for a down air, trying to get some pressure on Doppey, but can't quite find it. Doppey finds the recovery on the Pugsy. And Pugsy with the ground pound goes for another one, ends up getting punished by that side air from Doppey.
And now Doppey is just chasing Pugsy across the map with his down airs. None of them are connecting, but the pressure's still there. Ooh, tosses the guitars into his face, followed by a sword toss as well. Picks the guitars back up, goes for the recovery, doesn't connect, but another guitar landing into his face. Fantastic weapon tosses from Doppey.
Ooh, but fantastic gun recovery from Pugsy.
Yeah, killing Doppey off the top. Didn't matter how much damage Doppey racked up that stock, he ended up losing his own. Also, the Crocky charges it for a while and actually tosses into Pugsy's face. Goes for a ground pound follow-up, but doesn't work. Ooh, Pugsy with some incredible patience.
But he manages to get back into the middle of the map.
Ooh, and now Pugsy decided to do this unarmed combat.
Looking for that snare, and he finds it.
Finds
Evening
it
it up 2-2.
Doppey looking for a weapon, finds it. There's the
Finds
sword.
that downlight snare.
Into a sideline as well, racking up the damage on Pugsy quite quickly. Pugsy's in a dangerous position. I don't think he wants to find himself below the stage right now. Ooh, Baby Rage intensifies. Doppey hits him with the Sig, however. And
Pugsy definitely does not want to be unarmed against Doppey's guitars.
Definitely not. But he's having some success. I don't know.
Working with the GP and the recovery.
Maybe he does want to be unarmed, forcing Doppey to be unarmed himself. Finds the guns, however. Doppey messing with the mines and the bombs on the stage. Whew, looks for a while, tries to go in and nearly gets shot.
Gets pushed into his own mine.
Own mine and bomb simultaneously. Doppey, however, finds the guns and just
goes to the signature, gets punished hard.
Yeah, but then he finds the recovery.
Doppey already ready to get the pressure on, positioning himself to get into center stage.
Ooh, Pugsy.
Or the lack thereof.
Below the stage, both players just kind of chasing each other, not even throwing out moves. Doppey went so low to be able to chase Pugsy there. Pugsy, below the stage, trying to hit Doppey with some sort of recovery. Even though he was at such an advantage this entire stock, both players already find themselves in the red once again. Doppey having no patience, doesn't wait, follows him off the stage. Doppey holding on to the guitars. Has the sword in hand. Both players struggling to end their stocks.
Except that spike ball. No connection.
Pugsy holding on to the guns. Doppey just staying at the side of the map, not willing to approach. Both players find themselves in the red stock, but there's the neutral Sig. They're just like killing him off the bottom of the map. Excellent usage of that signature from Ada. And Doppey finds himself at a disadvantage once again, 2-1. Will he be able to end the stock quickly with a downlight side air? Pugsy goes for a recovery, doesn't quite land. Doppey holding on to the guitars. Goes in for a down air. And doesn't end up ending the stock, but he's not taking any damage himself. I think he wants to find the side air below Thunderguard once again. Pugsy holding onto the side of the stage, just trying to get some kind of damage. There's the side air, doesn't quite end it. Calls in the Valkyrie, finds the guitars, goes for the side air, it doesn't connect. Ooh, and Doppey finds himself getting juggled by Pugsy's gun pressure right now. The neutral light into the recovery, sending him to the yellow. Doppey, you need to find some way to be able to end the stock, otherwise you're going to be in trouble. Throws the mine to the center of the stage. That's a little dangerous. Pugsy might not want to recover into that. Or maybe he'll use it to his advantage, considering Doppey's on his last stock. Pugsy just ends up walking up, hits him with the neutral light. Goes to the side air, the bomb lobs into Pugsy's face. And there's the side air to end the stock. Alright, Mantra, how's the baby rage?
I don't know.
Oh, it seems better for now. Pugsy going in, but doesn't end up working out.
Opening up with those guitars, finding that recovery and tossing the weapon.
Oh, Pugsy holding himself on the side of the stage. Doppey at a damage disadvantage, but
Pugsy finding his guns, but getting lit up with those guitars.
Ooh, and Doppey's got him off stage. Pugsy recovers high into the center of the stage, finds a down air into the ground pound. No, he dodges through
the GP.
And he just ground pounds to his death. Oh. Game 2 goes to Doppey. Can't stop the Dopp. Banning out Blackguard and Twilight Grove. They're deciding to go back to Thunderguard. He wants to run it back. That seems to be
run it back.
A trend from Pugsy's Ada. What an interesting option there at the end of the game. All right, here we go. Game 4, losers finals.
Doppey finding those guitars right at the beginning of the match.
And Pugsy's
the one that seems to be putting on the pressure until now.
Yeah. Both players just hitting each other with a flurry of down airs. Unarmed and with guitars. Launches the guitars into the air. Takes aside his sword, finds the guitars once again, but Pugsy punishes recovery with a neutral light. Both players racking up a decent amount of damage, finding each other in the orange. Ooh, goes to that side signature. Trying to kill Pugsy pretty early.
Who finds the D-Sig.
I think he's out of jumps.
Off stage.
Oh, but he gets his jumps back on the stage, goes back to the center, but down air.
There!
Swiftly ends the stock.
Doppey trying to find some kind of... Pugsy is playing defensively, not letting himself get caught by Doppey. Both players just in the gap here. Pugsy finds that recovery, sends Doppey skyward, doesn't kill him, looks for another one. He's still holding on to his stock. Pugsy trying to just cover the landing with the neutral sig. Doesn't really work. Doppey is just looking to deal out as much damage as he can with his stock, but he loses it to Pugsy's recovery. Pugsy just jumping around a little bit before Doppey spawns again.
Alright, I'm back. Had some issues with some dogs.
Getting boxed out by those guns. Can't really find it in.
Doppey going in with the down air. Pugsy finds himself below the stage, gets hit by a neutral light into an interesting interaction with the wall, but he finds himself back on the center stage. Pugsy trying to hit him with some side airs, ends up finding the neutral air, but Doppey has no issue taking him off stage, hits him to the side air into the side of the stage and sends him below, ending the stock and taking advantage of this game 2-1.
Pugsy on that ledge.
This is
Scared
match.
of Doppey.
Yeah, this is match stock for Pugsy. If he loses this match, he gets knocked out of the tournament and loses a chance of going to grand finals. But there's the ground pound. We'll be able to find another one of those. So goes for it again. Are we going to see a repeat? No, what? That ground pound hitbox sends Doppey below the stage. I just can't believe the ground pounds that Pugsy's managing. What? How? I don't understand. Why is Doppey continuing to run into them?
Doppey knows the landing from Ada's N-Sig and punishes with a mine.
Oh, jeez. Tosses the bomb into the air, tosses the mine, air dodges into it, and gets launched upwards. These ledge interactions are so interesting. Goes for another down air. Pugsy just wants nothing to do with the stage. Is he going to get another ground pound? No, a neutral air. Sends him upwards. And it
Gets killed by the D-Sig from Doppey. I believe that is set.